I stated to this honorable court on record, on behalf of His Excellency regarding Gachagua, that he was abandoning his prayer for reinstatement as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. To that end, His Excellency regarding Gachagua amended and served his re-amended petition dated 13th of August 2025, in which further re-amended petition, he abandoned the prayer for reinstatement. I wish again, my lords, your leadership, to reiterate that position on record. My lords, the prayers of the first petitioner are set out in prayers A to R in the said further amended petition, which, as I have said, is dated 13th of August 2025. The core of those prayers can be summarized as follows. One, the question, if this court agrees with our submissions, the question of the unconstitutional impeachment. Number two, payment of the remuneration he would have otherwise earned, plus, of course, all the benefits as per the law, plus damages. Finally, for the period of 2.5 years that His Excellency regarding Gachagua served as the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, it is our submission that Article 151 of the Constitution is fully applicable, and I invite your lordship and your leadership to have a look at that Article 151 when you retire. Briefly, my lord, impeachment cannot and could not have been retrospective. That is the submission. The National Assembly conducted a public participation exercise on the 4th and 5th October 2024. However, the exercise was not adequate or meaningful. The exercise did not provide the public, for example, with the Deputy President's side of the story. The public was only presented with the allegations made by the National Assembly. And our submission is that if there is going to be effective public participation, it was essential for the public to be presented with what the Deputy President was saying. But that was never done. In Nairobi, for example, in the county of Nairobi, the National Assembly public participation for the county of Nairobi, capital city. The public participation at the Bomas of Kenya was presided over by select ODM members of parliament from Nairobi County, who repeatedly asserted that the event was for invited guests only. Lord, it is our submission that that is a mockery of effective public participation under the Constitution. The second issue I would like to highlight is the rush from the word go, that the entire process was conducted by the National Assembly through to the Senate, breakneck speed, lightning speed. And the question that arises is why this speed? And our submission is that the only inference that can be drawn, and we drew, and we invite this report to draw, is that there was a predetermined result that the National Assembly and the Senate were rushing to achieve. Technical perception that they were doing what the Constitution requires, when in fact nothing of the sort was happening.